So this is what happens when cards don't actually get reprints. Make sure you smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. And Kong's, like I said, has done a restock back here on a lot of the quarter century cards that you might be wanting to have. And discount code IMCO40 is going to save you on your purchase. We've been seeing a lot of these cards going pretty topsy-turvy on the TCG player side, and you can get them kind of cheaper over here and actually save with the discount code, so that's good. So first thing I want to talk about here is Catapult Warrior. Now, you're probably going to be like, well, Robbie, I can see mod play for 40 cents. This, the thing that caught my attention here was the low amount of listings that we have here. And honestly, the card just kind of creeps up over time until you eventually hit the light play, and then you hit the $3 mark, which is nothing really too much to scoff at, but it's what? Once returned, you contribute one junk monster to inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the tributed monster. Now, we are heading on into premium pack here. I would not be surprised to see the average return of more junk support, because it tends to be the thing that they like to do every year, is print another junk card just to try to power up the themes and so forth. So this one was kind of interesting. Now, this one, you're going to notice 9 listings, 12 listings, but Robbie, well, what's going on with this thing? It is a level 6 plant that says each player must pay 1,000 life points normal or special summon a non-plant monster from their hand. This is kind of an active little floodgate, and especially we have all the Akiza stuff coming out here, and the last print for this stupid thing was all the way back from Astral Pack, which is Astral Pack 5, and these are also breaking some hilariously crazy numbers. These are $7. But once again, I mean, your listings on both of these are very, very low. Now, I mean, how's our sales data on this? Well, unfortunately, just over the last couple of days, it does very much look like that Queen of the Thorns has been spiking up pretty rapidly. So I just wanted to put this on the menu and say, hey, you know, with all this plant stuff that we've got going on, you need to keep an eye on this, especially if you're wanting to kind of innovate with the deck in the future. I don't know if you necessarily play it, but it is an interesting thing to kind of keep an eye on. Ketu Draco Tail, and honestly, the OTS pack in general. So first of all, should you be surprised to see Ketu Draco Tail suddenly, you know, spike in price? No. I don't know why you would be surprised to see that these are just hitting 12 listings right now. The whole point of this card is, you know, a lot of players are super excited. But the thing that turns me away from this card is Japan already has limited this card to 1. All right, and we know that Konami is not afraid to suddenly limit OTS Ultimate Rares. So if we're actually sitting here going, you know, do we realistically think that this is going to get out of here untouched? I think you'd be lying to yourself. I do very much think that this, and the other problem is Joe Cool down here, both of these both got ultimate rares. So I would not be surprised to see a little bit of a slap in the face here, you know, with these coming back at 42, 43s. Cupsy Yummy Way, I mean, this is probably the most realistic one, but this is only a one of. And these are $17, so, you know, Mitsurugi Prayer's still doing the stupid, as per usual, but the rest of this OTS pack is interesting. There's also Sky Striker A0. Right now, Zero has actually been shattering a lot more expectations than I think people were kind of wanting. No, this $20 one is not there anymore. Stupid page in TCG are like, refresh the listing. But your lowest that you're now looking at is about $28 to $29 a copy for this. There is some worry that we're not going to see a reprint for this in the upcoming Sky Striker deck itself. I couldn't imagine Konami literally going, we're going to make a competitive product for you, but we're not going to put one of the most important cards in the deck. Like, that would make no sense to me whatsoever. So you can play the game of, do you think Zero is going to get reprinted? Yes or no, for your own vindication. I don't know. I also wanted to toss this up because I thought this was kind of cool. We actually had a sale on a dual terminal 1 PSA 10 Brionic. Now that, you know, we're kind of out of the news cycle, I might throw a PSA card in here every once in a while. You know, a lot of people think PSA cards are joking. That's fine. But just interesting to see, you know, what our minuscule Yu-Gi-Oh market tends to look at these and so forth. Ah, God, Albion. So, if you are, like most duelists right now, you've probably been having the internal discussion with yourself of, do I really want to play anything branded related because of the stupid price on this card? And I agree with you. I wholeheartedly do. In order to play anything branded related, you're going to have to slap $49.50. It's the same shit. You're going to have to slap this on the table in order to play this. Very realistically, I mean, I don't know where we're going to see a reprint for this. I don't think they'll do it in Phantom Revenge. They could tuck it into the Maze set later on in the year, or next year, which wouldn't be that crazy. But then, you know, even so, you're still, you know, a couple of months away from the possibility of that actually coming down. So it is an interesting topic to look at. King of the Skull Servants. Let's take the English off of this. Notice anything here? You notice that there is not a single one of these on the market. King of the Skull Servants for the ultra rare from the Speed Duel pack has just been eradicated. Now, I mean, you do have supers down here that are $6-ish. But commons from the Speed Duel are like $4. It's kind of stupid, actually. OTS super rares are also $4. So it just so happens that the highest high rarity of what's available on the market for this, there you are. Malice cards. So with the YCS this weekend, I didn't think I would see some of these quantities, but don't be fooled. Some of these have decent amounts, like 28 listings. Field Spell, strange, right? 9 listings, $100. Heart's Cryptor, 11 listings, that's interesting. March Hairs, $44. MTP07, 9 listings. March Hairs, 45 listings. Chessy Cats, $23. White Rabbits, 40s. I mean, we got a little bit of a repopulation. Red Ransoms, 15s. Dormouses, 25 listings. 18 listings on the MTP, you know, for that. Your takeaway here, people, is High Rarity Malice is kind of starting to move again. I am kind of surprised by this. And I really shouldn't be, because, you know, this card just pretty much redoubled back up in price. You know, you have a market price super low, but just for what little time you had here, yeah, hundreds have repopulated. I mean, High Rarity Malice isn't going to sell very quickly. It's going to be a very slow grind, but it is definitely something to talk about. And then, of course, Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. Yeah, we forgot about this. What is this? This card can't be... You have to summon with Assault Mode. If this card attacks, destroy all other monsters after damage calculation. And when it itself is destroyed, special summons out a Red Dragon Archfiend. Yeah. Fun fact, by the way. You know, you do have all the new Assault Mode stuff. This is probably something that you might want to consider. You did have some sales last night. At the $55 mark, because somebody probably looked at this and said, oh, hey, I want this. Also, if you haven't been paying attention to the State of Monarch cards, yeah, evidently, our boy is now a $12 Monarch. I guess I can't say that I'm surprised to see this, but interesting. The market is really starting to move around in some interesting places. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.